right, so let's go to the next game. Let's see. Let's go to the Dolphins and Chargers. This is another game I was able to watch in the second half. And if you don't know, a huge Tua fan. I drafted Tyreek Hill in fantasy last year. He was phenomenal for me. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to grab him this year. But Tyreek Hill is a 101. He is a unicorn. This dude, his ability to stretch the field, his ability to get open whenever. The Chargers had no answer for him. Mike McDaniels, as always, one of the better offensive minds in the league, coming from the Shanahan tree. And Tua. Tua has a lot of naysayers, has a lot of critics that believe he's not really good, believes that it's just the system. But what this game showed me is that it's not just the system. Tua is actually a good quarterback when he's healthy. And he just made some absolutely amazing throws. People criticize his arm strength. Well, it looked pretty good that game. He made one throw. It was in the fourth quarter. It was to Tyreek Hill. And it was off one leg. Like he stepped up in the pocket and he threw the ball. He was like on one leg to Tyreek Hill. And it was just absolute dime. That was a phenomenal pass. One of his better throws I've ever seen. And they won the game against the Chargers on the road. Impressive victory, a shootout against Justin Herbert in that offense with Austin Eckler, with Mike Williams, Quincy Johnson, and Keenan Allen. Can't say enough about just the Dolphins' ability to go into a stadium, into a hostile environment, and win against arguably a top 5 QB in the league in Justin Herbert. On the Chargers side of things, so there's this person, in the comment section who was defending Brandon Staley, right? Saying he's a phenomenal coach. Well, explain to me what the hell happened against the Dolphins. Because there was many times where a defensive coach in Brandon Staley had his defense looking very pedestrian. Very terrible. J.C. Jackson getting cooked. Khalil Mack not doing nothing. Joey Bosa not doing nothing. It was a colossal disaster. There was one play I saw on Twitter on film where I think it was Khalil Mack and he was covering Tyreek Hill. And Khalil Mack like, hey, why you got me covering Tyreek Hill? And so Khalil Mack pointed and he didn't cover Tyreek Hill. Nobody covered Tyreek Hill, and he got open. These are some of the things that nobody likes to discuss, but I will mention when it comes to Brandon Staley, is that it just seems like he doesn't do a really good job when it comes to playing against elite competition. He is not the best when it comes to adjustments. And so, another example of him dropping the ball. Justin Herbert. I'm not going to put this on Justin Herbert because I think that, one, the offensive line just got killed at the end of the game. Could he have done better? Absolutely. But I do think that I'm not going to put it all on Justin Herbert this game. He did lose finally to it. Listen, all these people trying to hate on Tua, try to criticize Tua. Well, guess what? He beat Justin Herbert this time. So what you going to say now? Huh? What you going to say now? But I do think Justin Herbert had a pretty solid game. It's just the ending. The offensive line broke down, covered zero. He didn't have time to really throw the football. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of that game. Their offense is dynamic. I did say this before. I'm going to say it again. The Dolphins, when healthy, are Super Bowl contender. You could argue they are the number one contender when healthy. But when healthy, we don't know. We don't know if they're going to stay upright all the way to January. And so the Dolphins are a very talented team. They did this last year in September. Now we have to see if this will transfer in November, in December, in January. That's when we'll get a better picture of, are the Dolphins for real. I have confidence in them. They did almost beat the Bills last year with Skylar Thompson and QB. But we have to see.